It's honestly, this is disgusting stuff, man. I hope that right. Okay. A Mayfield consumer product. So that's N. Is that MVP? Is that what? Some candle factory that collapsed workers inside during a fierce tornado Friday evening in Mayfield, Kentucky. Right. Okay, Mayfield, Kentucky. Sorry, I am backwards Brit. May lead to the most fatalities of the catastrophic storm, according to Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear. It's heavy machinery, it's the building that's flattened. Shit, man. So, like, yeah, that's not the kind of building that you want to be, brought up in a storm, right? Sorry, it's heavy machinery, it's the building that's flattened, it's cars from the parking lot, wow, that is on top of it, Bashir said during a press conference. It's huge metal drums, even ones with corrosive metals that were inside. It's pretty awful to witness. Man. A candle company spokesman gave a more optimistic account Sunday. Yeah, I bet they did if it was spokesman at candle company, saying that all 110 workers inside were accounted for, although 8 were dead. It's not really accounted for. I mean, it is technically, but now the factory owners face more problems with investigations of the plant and a lawsuit filed by workers who say the managers failed to handle the storm response appropriately. Here's what to know about Mayfield Consumer Products and the deadly destruction of its candle factory. What was the candle factory in Mayfield? Good question. It's Mayfield Consumer Products on the town's west edge near Interstate 69. Well, I don't really tell us much, does it? It tells us where it is, but how many people were inside the Kentucky candle factory when the tornado hit? There were 110 people inside the candle factory at 112 Industrial Drive in Mayfield when the tornado hit. We were trapped. Ah, shit, that's a recount there. We'll have to go check some of these links out. Let's fucking sue them all. I know, right? It's terrifying that could have been easily me or any of us. I hate this. The people in charge and the system should be better. It should be, and you're right. This is why everybody should be worried about something like this, because it could be flipping anybody next. It could be anybody next. It's terrifying. How many people died in the candle factory in Mayfield? 8 people were confirmed to have died at Mayfield Consumer Products candle factory, according to the Graves County coroner. That number was unclear. The weekend of the storms. I don't know what I mean. As of early Saturday, December 11th, first responders had only rescued 40 of the workers. Wow. We're going to lose a lot of lives at that facility, Bashir said at the time. And I pray that there will be another rescue. And there'll be another one or two, but it's a pretty dire situation at this point. Welcome, Georgia. By the way, sorry, you probably can't even hear me, can you, actually? Because you're on mute. And you probably can't even see me there, look. Incredibly tragic, that. And it's just capitalism at its finest, in my opinion. It really is. The people in charge don't even want to let people go because they're so scared of losing the job because they let people go home and stuff. It's just ridiculous. 8 confirmed deaths and 102 survivors. A miracle situation with only 8 people lost. One worker who made it out alive amid the rescue, a 48-year-old who filmed several videos on Facebook Live. Oh no, she was trapped under 5 feet of debris. I'm at work in Mayfield and we are trapped, she said in a video. Please give us some help. We're trapped. We're all stuck in this. Nobody can get to us. Fucking hell, look at that, man. That is just terrifying. During an interview on the Today Show Saturday morning, he said, "Didn't think I was going to make it at all. I was so scared." Another worker in the facility Friday night was Chelsea Log, who said there was a really big boom and then the building lifted up, swayed and crashed down. Jeez, man. You know what I hate? Let's say it together. My ass off. Capitalism. Yes. It's true though, and you know what? This is absolutely a case, in my opinion, this is a case of capitalism at work. It's like the people who are ever in charge are just so hell-bent on like profit that, you know, they drill it into the management team, who drill it into the supervisors. You know, that it's just such a tight ship that most successful operations run, and I understand this is an operation that is quite successful. You know, they don't probably run it quite in a slack manner. You know, people lose their jobs if numbers are up and correct, if they aren't hitting targets. Which leads to, in my opinion, situations where they're like, no, you can't go home yet, you know, you've got to keep going, even though sirens are going off, as we've been told. Jeez, oh man, look at that. That is just insane. We have to start valuing lives more than this consumer-driven bullshit. I know, man. Right. Mayfield Consumer Products is a Kentucky-based family-owned designer and manufacturer of branded candles and home fragrance products. Bloody hell! And it's even a family-owned. I mean, it's doing a lot of heavy lifting in that sentence, and there's a reason why they've put it in there, of course. But it you know, it just goes to show that nobody's safe. In my opinion, in my head, I'm thinking, well, family-run businesses are a little different to like these, you know, shareholder businesses. But even then, you know, you've got we're starting to see the opposite possibly. The company was founded in 1998 and employed 245 people, so it's not a small operation. That was in 2018. Bloody hell, hours before the tornado hit, the company posted on its Facebook page that it was looking to hire employees, full-time candle production position, a wage of $8 per hour, and required 10 to 12 hour shifts. Fucking hell, man. Oh, poor peeps, man. It's a struggle, man. Mandatory overtime. Oh, here we go. Look, the company announced it was forging ahead with a 8.3 million investment, adding a new facility and expanding. Right. Okay, so it's definitely not a small job then. Bloody hell. Wow. Excited about the growth we've been blessed with, it says. A reflection of the dedicated employees that continue to surpass our customer expectation. Let's see if they look after everybody now, eh? Oh, man. I'm sorry, I don't mean to bring it back up for you, Danielle, but I feel like it is sort of a really important thing to talk about, and especially for somebody who's so close to it like yourself, even more so. Not only as somebody who is an incredibly hard worker, but as somebody who also lives over there, you know, like you have an incredibly rich perspective on this, in my opinion. So thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. So here's the real kicker. They're working, 12-hour shifts mandatory and make $8 an hour. They're mainly hiring immigrants and felons, so that makes sense. So dedicated, they're willing to die. That's so tragic. I know, right? Does that not just really make you feel icky in light of what's just happened. According to health and safety, it had 12 workplace violations as well at the plant in 2019. Issues with electrical protective equipment and respiratory protection, as well as control of hazardous energy, lockout/tagout, selection of use of work practices, and maintenance safeguard and operational feature for exit routes. Wow. Maintenance safeguards and operational features for exit routes. That feels like it is incredibly relevant right now. Especially that bit. Especially that bit right there. Operational features for exit routes. Fucking poor. Horrible bastards. I hope they get fined for this shit, this horrible company. And I hate companies, I do. I am very biased. I despise sort of these big companies that are just completely profit driven, because the soulless flipping machines that do more harm than good, I think. Don't be sorry, I want to talk about it and I want the world to know about this injustice. Good, I am glad that you are on the side of truth and justice, because we certainly need that in situations like this. One major company that carries candles made from the Mayfield consumer products is Bath and Body Works. The company confirmed as well to the publication we're reading it on, apparently, is devastated. The Bath and Body Works team is devastated by the horrible loss of life alongside a partner of ours. Friday night's tornado and the surrounding areas, the company says, so they're not going to drop them out for being pieces of shit. Very sad. Hearts and loves under the entire Mayfield community. And we've reached out to factory owners to identify how we can directly support MCP associates and their families, as well as to determine other resources that will most helpful. Okay, well maybe if they start doing some, some charity work for the families and shit, then something good could come of it, I guess. But man, they'll be making donations to the American Red Cross, and to like tornado relief funds. Okay. With Graves County Jail's inmates working there. Just as you say, look, were Graves County Jail inmates working at the candle factory. According to Parsons Perez, who was the first witness that we'd spoke, who would give a statement. I don't know why I didn't read out a name. I'm sorry about that. But they confirmed that the inmates were working there when the building collapsed. They had some prisoners from the Graves County Jail, yeah, she told the Today Show. And when I tell you some prisoners were working their tails off to get us out, they could have used that that moment to run away or anything. They did not, and they were there and they were helping us. Bless them. You've got to give it to them there then, haven't you, really? It completely the county jail completely evacuated. We did have a few inmates working at the candle factory. Bloody hell. Confirmed. A Graves County Jail spokesperson confirmed that 7 inmates from the jail were working at the candle factory, and they're all accounted for and alive. Some of life-threatening injuries, according to WFPL, and the jail deputy supervising them died. Oh, bloody hell, man. It's very sad. I don't care who they are, it's sad. Don't even get me started on Kellogg's. Oh my god, dude, capitalism has got me on a real tangent. Yeah, well, it is causing a great deal of problems in the world right now, that it could be working better to address, and just totally isn't, and it's sad. It's sad. Very, very sad. What has Mayfield Consumer Products said about its candle factory collapse? Not responded to a phone call and Facebook message. It appeared the company deleted its Facebook page and changed its website. Whoa. But Probst, the company CEO, did post a statement on his website. Oh shit, anyway, our Mayfield, Kentucky facility was destroyed by a tornado, and tragically employees were killed and injured, he wrote. We're heartbroken about this, and our immediate efforts to assist those affected by this. Heartbroken about this, and our immediate efforts are to assist those affected by the terrible disaster. Our company is family-owned, and our employees, some who have worked with us for many years, are cherished. We were immediately establishing an emergency fund to assist our employees and their families. We're grateful for the first responders who heroically assisted our employees following the storm. Man. Sad shit, man. Real sad shit, that, dude. Truthfully, that's terrible. Inmates are showing more humanity than the people in charge, yet they treat inmates as lesser people. How disgusting. It's true, yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I think something should be sort of given to those inmates, I believe. Like, like a commendation, some kind of cut off on their time or something, because that is actually incredible of them to be helping people in that time of a disaster, rather than running off, because like you say, they were showing more flipping humanity than the actual people in charge that were making people stay behind and continue working this job that wasn't even paying them anywhere near decent enough to live. Like, I've worked low paying jobs that you've had to work tons of hours for any kind of decent wage, and they treat you like they're doing you the favour because you're doing 12 hours and you're able to do 12 hours in this extra overtime and shit. It's like, you cheeky bastards. Like, literally, how dare you? Emergency fund. Yeah, okay, they're asking the community for donations. Are they actually? Is that what that means? I genuinely thought an emergency fund meant that there was, like, jiggling around the books a little bit so they can, find some extra money to give away from this massive amount of profits that they've just got. Ridiculous. Help us raise funds. No, that's kind of what your profit and insurance is for. Use it appropriately. I think companies like that should be absolutely boycotted. They are disgusting. They do not deserve the money, the time, the effort that people put into them. It's fucking horrible of them to try and ask for money when they're out here earning money off of the community and probably not paying the adequate amount of tax. Like, these kind of companies are definitely the ones that we want to be getting rid of in this day and age, in my opinion. They're the ones we want to be completely boycotting. Like, I will never buy one of these candles even if I have to go completely out of my way. I don't think I ever come into contact with these candles, but I don't care. Even if I do ever, I'm making sure that any candle I get from now on does not come from this place. Asking for donations is disgusting, man. Like, that is disgusting. They've just been posting about, like, how 8 million flipping investments and shit. They can use that money for this. Like, I'm sorry, but a company like that does not deserve to even exist, in my opinion. And you can have the argument, there might be naysayers that say, well, what is a company expected to, like, put itself under for it? They've just had this facility destroyed, and they're going to have to, you know, spend a lot of money on that. And like my reply to that is exactly what Danielle said. That's what insurance is for, and the profit that they've already made. They've made profit year after year. If they haven't squirreled some away enough to, you know, like replace the factory, then they're dumb. They don't deserve to keep going. So no, I don't agree with that. I totally believe that that this should come first. The victims, you know, the people affected, and if it so happens that it sinks the company, then I don't know. Like the job loss is definitely bullshit, but I think those people for the time being are going to be out of a job anyway for now, because the factory is no longer there. So yeah, like I really don't see any downside in these people, like just diverting that money towards creating this fund. BBW products, MCP or something, Georgia. Now you find the odd candle or lotion in Next. Right. I'll definitely check out for that though, man, because it's truly a tragic story, man. Truly a tragic story. Let's we'll read one of the links because they have some. Oh my god, look at that. Jeez, wow, look at that, a PayPal thing. I might literally send them $1 and just so I can send them a horrible message. I mean, they really should not be asking for donations, man. They've got enough money, man. That's kind of like what they've been going on about. Bath and Body Works. I'm sure we have one of those. Or is it not? Or do we just call it Body Shop? All the violations that they had as well. Right. Jeez, wowzers. They're a huge company, man. How the flip is this company asking for donations? There's like a tragedy going on and they're asking people for money when they've got like Victoria's Secret contracts. Jeez, man. That is so insane. It truly is insane, is that? Wow, look at that, man. 200 fucking miles. The largest and most devastating of the 5 tornadoes that ripped into Kentucky overnight on Saturday tore through hundreds of miles and multiple states. Fucking hell. The storm originated in Arkansas, according to Kentucky Division of Emergency Management Director Michael Dossett, and touched down in Missouri and Tennessee before making its way into the Bluegrass State, which is Kentucky, I believe, where it ripped through the western half of the state before finally weakening in central Kentucky. Over 70 people have confirmed dead. Wow, mate, look at that. Can you all see that? That is fucking incredible. $223 miles. Jeez, man. So you're up there, aren't you? I think I'm sure I remember that. I mean, bloody hell, like we're totally heading that way though, wasn't it? Like, jeez, that is terrifying. It's got like, that's Mayfield, innit? Look, that's where the thing happened. Wow, so it's ripped right through Mayfield, right through those. Wow, man. Jeez. In Kentucky, it struck Mayfield before It struck Mayfield directly before moving northeast through Benton, Princeton and Beaver Dam before weakening in Breckinridge County. Its path stretched more than 220 miles. Mayfield was hit hard with more than 100 people working at a candle factory. Shit, man. As crazy as that, man. It was a proper wild old situation, that. Team Kentucky. Shit, man. What a crazy situation. Wish we had something to give, man. Serious. Yeah, the tornado was huge. I saw some videos. Should we, do you think we should watch a video or two? Maybe we should watch a video or two. Let's see if we can pay via PayPal. In honor of... Let's see if we can do it on PayPal. No, it doesn't even take English flipping donations, damn it. I need to get a PayPal link chucked up for sure. Damn, man, that sucks, does that though, man? What an awful, awful tornado. You know, I've been suffering from some toothache today, and it is really doing my head in. Let's watch this one. Region locked. See what? What is going on, Dubs? Welcome, my friend. Welcome, Dubs. Oh my gosh, I just realised that my text thing's wrong. Welcome, Dubs. How are you doing today, my friend? It is wonderful to see you. Just to quickly get you up to speed, we're talking about the recent tornado in Kentucky. We, of course, have the wonderful Danielle, who is from Kentucky. Luckily not affected, didn't quite make it that far, thank gosh, but it was like one of the flipping worst, one of the longest paths anyway that I've ever seen in a tornado. We're just going to watch this here news report, but hope you're doing good, Dubs. Welcome. How's your month going so far? How's your week going so far? I do hope you're doing okay. We're just going to quickly watch this little news report here. Oh shit, no way. No way, Dubs, man. I'm glad you're okay, man. I'm glad you're okay. Oh shit, man. Damn. Wow. Feel sorry for the dude, man. Feel that, man. Wow. Shit, man. Exactly right, Dubsy. Just in case anybody had any doubts left. Like, holy crap, man. I remember this one elderly man crying for his wife, but he found her, she was safe in hospital. Thank gosh for that. Like, that must be a horrible situation to go through, man. Like, not knowing if your loved ones are even flipping alive, never mind safe. Like, gosh, man. Let's watch this one. This is a Sky News report. Turn that off now, because all it does is slow us down otherwise.
The destruction here is hard to absorb. The flags are still flying, but most of the strings has been flattened. Because here it isn't just the buildings knocked over, trees have been stripped, cars upturned. It is the granular damage. The bits and pieces of people's lives churned up, carried hundreds of meters. The house at the end of Elaine Drive is the center of the explosion. We found a man that is still picking through what's left. This is just a reminder. It was a weighing spot, just a fate and a blessing. But they were here, they survived, they don't know what's next. Randy Norman is one of the responders, better than the volunteers, but they do now have help from beyond for an awful job.
Trying to coordinate the recovery system right now. We had quite a few people missing, and so we're still trying to, as you can see,
Wow.
anyway. So going up into the heart of the construction.
This is Pine Street. And up at the end, they were recovering what they could. Among them, Joe Loney.
I woke up in the house shaking. I heard it was like a train going loud. Didn't have to take it violently. When the crow hit my house, it knocked me out of bed from my toes and knocked me to the floor. When it did, it flew forward, cut through the wall, stuck my hand right there, and stuck my forehead in the pool.
Jeez.
That's what that my head knocked me out. But I was there for 20 years.
Not what anybody wants to see, is it?
They say the strongest on record. The president will visit this week. He's promised whatever it takes. But how do you put all this back together? Mark Stone, Sky News, in Dawson Springs.
Gosh, man. Oh no, could nobody hear that? Oh, sorry, y'all.
The destruction
I
here
didn't
is
realise
hard
I
to absorb.
turned it back down.
The flags are still flying, but Dawson Springs has been flattened.
Sorry,
Because here it
sorry,
isn't just the
sorry,
buildings knocked over.
sorry.
Trees have been stripped, cars upturned. It is the granular damage. The bits and pieces of people's lives, churned up, carried hundreds of meters. The house at the end of Elaine Drive is the Simpson family home. We found Wayne and his son picking through what's left. This was their daughter's bedroom. She was away on Friday night, a twist of fate and a blessing. But they were here, they survived, they don't know how.
The TV, I think the alarm of the tornado warning and all that woke me up. Trying to get to our pets and everything, he woke up. And like I said, we got into the bedroom closet right before it hit. And if you look at what we have left, we're blessed.
This house was well built, and we're just thankful that we're so blessed. Not everybody has that opportunity.
Well, I wish you both lots of luck.
Thank you.
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
I'm so sorry about the terrible audio there. I totally thought I turned it up and I hadn't. That is my bad. Can you tell I'm being a little slow today? I'm so sorry, everybody.
Randy Norman is one of the responders. Many of them are volunteers, but they do now have help from beyond for an awful job.
I'm trying to coordinate the recovery system right now. We have quite a few people missing, and so we're still trying to, or you can see.
Sorry, I was just laughing there. Y'all could hear my spoon clanging about in my cup, but you couldn't even hear the news report. Fuck's sake. I'm sorry.
They could be anywhere. So going up into the heart of the destruction. Really bad up here.
This is Pine Street. And up at the end, they were recovering what they could. Among them,
Look at
Joe
that,
Loney.
man.
I woke up and the house was shaking. I could hear it like a train coming loud. Then the house got shaking violently. When the trailer hit my house, it knocked me out of bed and hurt my shoulder, knocked me over on the floor. When it did, a 2-4 come through the wall, cut my hand right there, nicked my forehead and went through behind the ship rope behind
So
across
close,
top my
that
beat,
ain't it?
where it knocked me out of. Yep, I lived there for 26 years. And then 26 seconds it was gone.
26.
These are the teams searching for the missing. This morning, they found 3 who didn't make it. This isn't the season for tornadoes like this, and yet it was, they say, the strongest on record. The president will visit this week. He's promised whatever it takes. But how do you put all this back together? Mark Stone, Sky News, in Dawson Springs, Kentucky.
Gosh, man, that is terrible, man. Holy shit. We'll watch this one again, because I don't think this one was even on loud, was it? Absolute sausage. I am sorry, everybody. Yeah, I feel slow today. I feel like I'm being really slow.
Well, Vicky, it's really unbelievable to see this damage up close, but for those in this neighborhood, that is their new daily reality. And those who are able to survive are now just trying to do everything they can to stay busy, and that means cleaning up. As crews work to put up new power lines in this Dawson Springs neighborhood, its residents are sifting through what's left of the lives they've built.
It's devastated a lot of people, not just us.
We're lucky to be alive, and a lot has lost their lives.
Rusty and Tina Edwards lost much of their home. You wouldn't know it by looking at this Christmas tree. Every ornament in the exact spot it was placed. But down the hall, it's a much different scene. Daylight now fills the master bedroom where the roof was completely torn off. Just feet away, Melissa and Rayleigh Poe, along with 6 other family members, were inside this bathroom Friday night taking cover.
I just covered her eyes and I had my legs and everything wrapped around her, because I was afraid we were fixing to get sucked out of this closet.
They made it out alive, but not all of their neighbors did.
We lost some neighbors, you know, so we're very fortunate.
In nearby Princeton, Michael Carter is putting his carpenter skills to good use, helping with the rebuilding while also keeping himself distracted.
I ain't got my head wrapped around what's going on. I feel like I'd probably be better off just staying busy on a piece of equipment, cleaning up somewhere instead of thinking about it.
As he surveys the damage, he's reminded of how close he came to losing it all.
My brother and I probably shouldn't be alive right now, but we didn't make it to the basement in time, so I ended up hiding under a couch and he ended up underneath my daughter's bed somehow.
Now Michael and so many others throughout this area are just trying to figure out how to take the next step forward.
Wow, man. That is crazy, man. The extent of the damage is just unthinkable. Like, wow. To say it's 200 mile long as well. Look, let's watch this one. This is about in Mayfield, I think. Oh, it's the same one. Jeez, man. Oh, 3-year-old. Oh, that's awful. Ugh. Oh, dear. Wow. Wow. There's no sound to this one, by the way, guys. There's actually no sound to this. I think it's just an aerial shot of everything. I mean, look at people trying to go about the normal, like, daily shit, and look at the place, man. Roof ripped off of everything. Shit, that's bad. Yeah, that's like, I mean, some of the